How you doing, YouTube? This is Gunnery Sergeant 67 here with another YouTube video. What we're going to talk about today is going to be SHTF, WRL, bartering, and trading. What we're going to go over first is basically, I think, in two stages. Once our currency and our economy collapses, which I think it eventually will, there'll be two stages of bartering and trade. The first stage is going to be in the initial stages, and I think it's going to be your normal survival gear and your food and water. Me being in the military for 16 years, I've had the opportunity of seeing quite a few SHTF scenarios in real life. I had a buddy that was stationed in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, and he was with the 22nd MEU. 22nd MEU went down to New Orleans during Katrina and provided humanitarian aid out there, and he actually saw a lot of stuff. One of the main things, the three main things that he saw, actually as you were, the four main things that he saw that was in massive demand was, of course, fuel, food, water, and firearms and ammunition. And that's some of the things that we're going to talk about today. One of the first things that you are going to be able to use, of course, is food. And I've got this MRE right here to kind of represent it. I'm not going to go ahead and show you all my food stores that I've been prepping because that's kind of stupid on my part to do, but this MRE is basically representing food. It's about 1,200 calories, and it lasts for quite a long time, so I can actually stock up on these and use them in a pinch during the SHTF or WRL situation, or I can utilize them for bartering and trading. The next thing, I got this bottle of water right here that represents water. Everybody needs water. That's one thing that people are going to be trading for. The other thing is going to be, like I said, survival gear. Survival gear, like I've got a dynamo flashlight, LED flashlight. This is pretty good. I've had it for about 2 years. It's got a little hand crank right there, so I don't need batteries. About 1 minute of cranking gives you about 5 minutes of light. Now, another thing, of course, fuel, water. Fuel, I don't have anything to represent fuel, but people are going to need fuel. We're a fuel-driven economy. Cars, generators, all of that stuff can be utilized to produce electricity to run people's refrigerators so that their perishable goods don't spoil. They want lights. They want to be able to see in the dark. Heat. I mean, even natural gas heat, they run on ventilation, electrical ventilation systems. So that's, and of course their cars, things like that. So that's always going to sit down there and be in demand. One of the other things is a means to either procure food or to go ahead and protect yourself, which comes into handguns, rifles, shotguns, and ammunition. Me personally, if I had to trade ammunition in a weapon, it wouldn't be one of my normal guns. What I would do is I would go ahead and look at other types of makeshift firearms that I can utilize. First of all, these are CCI 22 long rifle. There's 100 here. I could go ahead and utilize this for bartering and actually get quite a good trade for this if somebody needs it. Now, like I said, I've got a couple of guns which I've reviewed on my channel. I would not trade those for anything. Those are for self-defense and those are for hunting, and I wouldn't trade them. But what I would trade, this right here, I actually came across this. This is a 26.5 millimeter flare gun. And it's all metal, it's very sturdy. It's very durable. I would go ahead and trade something like this. And basically, what I have here is a Kinshaw Cannon Company 26.5 millimeter to 22 long rifle conversion insert. Basically what I would do is I would put this in here like such. And I would close it, and now you have a very durable makeshift personal security weapon. Now, the Canon company also makes an insert that can accept 410 shotgun rounds or 45 long Colt rounds. This would be perfect for bartering. Somebody that doesn't have guns or a way to protect themselves or their preps that they have, this would be perfect. Those two items, the insert and the flare gun, and then these 100 rounds of CCI 22 long rifle would go a long way in bartering, because there's quite a few people in the United States that do not believe in handguns or guns, period. So once something bad happens, they're going to want to sit down there and flock to having some type of firearm. And this is a way to go ahead and stock up on it. It's cheap. 22 long rifle is cheap. And so was this flare gun. This flare gun was probably about $30, and the insert itself was probably about another $30. So I have a makeshift firearm that's durable and can take a common caliber for less than $100 easily, and I can go ahead and trade this. And then also little, like I said before, survival gear like this flint and magnesium striker, things like that will be going at a premium, because of course everybody will buy them up, and there's always going to be people that don't prep and they need stuff like that to make fires and things like that. Now, like I said before, I think that bartering and trading, when shit hits the fan or WRL happens, is going to be in two stages. This is the beginning stages, all the way until the intermediate stages. Once some type of semi-order has been established, all of these preps are still going to be able to get traded, but you're going to have other things that are going to be held in high regard. And that is being precious metals. What I have here is a 2.5 gram PAMP gold bar. One of my friends that, like I said, was in New Orleans conducting a humanitarian aid operation in the military, he was saying some places like gun shops and mechanics and grocery stores and just any type of services or goods that you can normally buy with cash, they weren't taking cash, they weren't taking credit cards, they were sitting down there taking precious metals. They were taking some of the other items I've just shown you, like ammunition, guns, water, food, things of that nature. But almost all of them wound up taking things like gold. And then here's 1 troy ounce, a silver buffalo of silver. Me personally, I buy every 2 weeks, or every paycheck I should say, I buy at least 5 ounces of silver. And I can't afford to buy an ounce of gold because they're going for like $1,700 an ounce. But I try to buy grams. Like I said, this is a 2.5 gram, and this would be awesome in the later stages of SHTF or WRL to go ahead and trade this for other types of goods, like I said, food, water, fuel. If my house needs repair, things of that nature. And then I also have skills that I can utilize. I can, in the military, I've been in charge of an armory. I know how to work on weapons. I can go ahead and fix weapons. And by that time, trades like that will go very, very far. I'm also a certified diesel mechanic. That's what I do in the military. So I can fix just about any type of automobile, whether it be diesel, gasoline. I could probably go as far as fixing any heavy equipment or generators or things of that nature, because the principles are still the same. But yes, these are just just a small video in regards to what I think SHTF and WROL is going to be like in regards to bartering and trading. Go ahead and leave a comment, what you like, what you don't like, and I'll go ahead and talk to you guys later. Gonna restart in 67, out.